What if we terraformed the moon? The moon has been an endless source of inspiration for humanity for thousands of years, not only in poetry and art but also as a crucial subject of scientific research. But imagine if one day we decided to terraform the moon, transforming it into a place where humans could live or repurposing it for grander goals of mankind. What would happen? This is not just a bold idea but one that presents countless enormous challenges. Can our current technology withstand the moon's harsh environment, weak gravity, and barren surface? Moreover, such an intervention could alter the natural relationship between the Earth and the moon, affecting tides, climate, and ecosystems. A venture of such ambition would not only require cutting-edge science but also extraordinary unity and intelligence from all of humanity. Lunar terraforming, also known as moon terraforming, is an ambitious concept in which humans would alter the moon's natural elements to create an environment capable of supporting life similar to Earth. This idea stems from scientific research and humanity's long-standing dream of space exploration, seeking new habitable lands, and exploiting extraterrestrial resources. However, transforming the moon is far from simple. It requires extremely advanced technology, an immense amount of resources, and a long-term strategic vision. Lunar terraforming involves a series of complex activities aimed at creating a habitable environment that can support humans, animals, and plants. One of the fundamental aspects of this process is the creation of a stable atmosphere capable of sustaining life. The moon's current atmosphere is extremely thin, almost non-existent, and offers no protection against solar radiation or dangerous cosmic rays. To address this issue, we would need to generate a dense enough atmosphere to shield living organisms while ensuring its chemical composition is suitable, primarily consisting of oxygen and nitrogen, similar to that of Earth. Secondly, water supply is an indispensable factor in the terraforming process. Currently, the moon has no liquid water sources, making it a significant challenge to sustain life there. One viable method of providing water is to extract ice from the permanently shadowed regions in deep lunar craters, where extremely low temperatures can preserve water in its frozen state. After extraction, the ice would be converted into liquid water and evenly distributed across the areas undergoing terraforming. In addition to supplying water and creating an atmosphere, temperature regulation is also a crucial factor in the process of terraforming the moon. The moon experiences extreme temperature variations between day and night. During the day, temperatures can rise up to 127 degrees Celsius, 260 degrees Fahrenheit, while at night, they can drop below -173 degrees Celsius, -280 degrees Fahrenheit. To create a sustainable living environment, we need to find ways to regulate and stabilize the surface temperature of the moon. This could be achieved through constructing thermal protection structures, utilizing climate-controlled technology, or even installing massive solar shields to control the amount of sunlight reaching the surface. Another essential aspect of lunar terraforming is planting vegetation. Trees not only provide oxygen but also play a role in climate regulation and maintaining ecological balance. However, growing plants on the moon presents significant challenges due to the lack of adequate space and suitable living conditions. Current research is exploring solutions such as growing plants in enclosed areas with artificial atmospheres and controlled temperature environments. One method being studied is the use of specially engineered plant species capable of surviving in harsh conditions. Terraforming the moon requires not only groundbreaking technology but also innovative and revolutionary approaches. Some scientists are researching new technologies such as using robots and automated machinery to construct atmospheric protection structures and create habitable environments. Simultaneously, resource extraction from the moon, including helium-3, precious metals, and other materials, will play a crucial role in sustaining the terraforming process and supporting the space economy. Despite advancements in technology, lunar terraforming remains a colossal challenge. Natural factors such as weak gravity, high radiation levels, and the absence of complex ecosystems make terraforming an extremely difficult and costly endeavor. Moreover, Ethical and legal concerns arise regarding the alteration of a celestial body's natural environment. Could terraforming the Moon have unintended negative consequences not only for the Moon itself but also for Earth? These potential impacts must be thoroughly studied to ensure that the process does not harm our planet's ecosystem. In summary, terraforming the Moon is a highly ambitious yet immensely complex concept. It requires the combined efforts of science, technology, and human ingenuity to turn this dream into reality. However, this process is not just a technical challenge, it also poses significant ethical and environmental dilemmas. Will we one day be able to call the Moon our second home? The answer depends on the progress of science and our ability to overcome the challenges that space presents. Terraforming the Moon is not only an ambitious dream but also an enormous scientific, technical, and financial challenge. Below are some of the major issues humanity will face when deciding to transform the Moon into a habitable environment. One of the greatest challenges in lunar terraforming is the lack of an atmosphere. Unlike Earth, where the atmosphere provides protection and sustains life, the Moon has no significant atmospheric layer. This means that humans living on the Moon would be exposed to extreme dangers from intense solar radiation and cosmic rays. These forms of radiation not only pose severe health risks but also degrade building materials, causing rapid structural damage to lunar installations. To address this issue, one possible solution is to create an artificial atmosphere. However, generating a sufficiently dense atmosphere to provide adequate radiation protection is an extremely difficult task. Another alternative is the construction of protective domes, which would enclose areas where an artificial atmosphere could be maintained. These domes would not only need to withstand pressure but also ensure durability in the Moon's harsh conditions. Developing such structures would require new material technologies capable of enduring extreme environmental factors. The Moon does not have natural liquid water sources, making it one of the biggest challenges in establishing a sustainable living environment. However, in recent years, scientists have discovered traces of frozen water at the Moon's poles, where sunlight never reaches. These ice deposits could provide a crucial water source for the terraforming process. However, the available amount is extremely limited and insufficient to support large-scale human habitation. Extracting water from asteroids or even transporting water from Earth is a viable but highly challenging solution. This process requires advanced technology and comes with significant costs. Transporting water from Earth would involve covering millions of kilometers in space, necessitating the development of highly efficient and powerful transportation systems. Additionally, extracting water from the Moon presents technological difficulties related to mining and processing water in a microgravity environment with extremely low temperatures. The Moon experiences drastic temperature fluctuations between day and night. During the day, temperatures can rise to 127 degrees Celsius, 260 degrees Fahrenheit. While at night, they can drop below -173 degrees Celsius, -280 degrees Fahrenheit. These extreme temperature differences pose a significant challenge in creating a stable living environment, as infrastructure and equipment must endure harsh conditions and could deteriorate rapidly without proper protection. To regulate temperature on the Moon, we may need to use advanced technologies such as thermal shields, climate control systems, or designated protective zones where temperature can be adjusted as needed. However, the cost of constructing and maintaining these systems would be extremely high. Additionally, the technology must ensure long-term efficiency, as any system failure would immediately endanger the habitability of the environment. The challenges of terraforming the Moon are vast and complex. The absence of an atmosphere, weak gravity, limited water sources, and extreme temperatures are all obstacles that humanity must overcome to transform the Moon into a habitable place or a base for other purposes. However, with continuous advancements in science and technology, and a long-term vision, these challenges may gradually be addressed. Terraforming the Moon requires not only creativity but also global cooperation. As such, a massive project cannot be successfully accomplished without the collective efforts and contributions of nations worldwide. Terraforming the Moon is not just a dream of expanding human habitation into space. It also holds significant potential benefits for the future of humanity. Undertaking lunar terraforming would not only provide humans with a survival opportunity in the event of catastrophic disasters but also expand our understanding of the universe, drive scientific and technological advancements, and enable the extraction of valuable resources. Below are some key benefits of lunar terraforming. One of the greatest benefits of terraforming the Moon is creating a backup base for humanity in case of a global catastrophe on Earth. While we cannot predict exactly how such disasters might occur, extreme natural events, armed conflicts, global pandemics, or a massive asteroid collision with Earth pose existential threats that could wipe out all life on our planet. In such scenarios, a base on the Moon could serve as a refuge, protecting a portion of humanity and preserving essential resources, thereby ensuring the continuation of life for future generations. The Moon, due to its close proximity to Earth, would be an ideal location for establishing long-term living and research facilities. Once these facilities are successfully built and terraformed, they could accommodate humans, animals, plants, and other life support systems, allowing humanity to survive in the harsh conditions of space. Additionally, establishing research stations, resource storage facilities, and biological preservation centers would give us more time to develop life-saving technologies or even restore life on Earth in the event of a disaster. The Moon is not only a potential habitat for the future but also a valuable source of resources that we can exploit. One of the most significant resources on the Moon is helium-3, a rare isotope of helium that could become a crucial fuel for clean nuclear energy in the future. Helium-3 can be used in nuclear fusion reactions, an advanced form of nuclear energy generation that produces power without the radioactive waste associated with current fission reactions. This could usher in a new era of clean, efficient, and sustainable energy production. Beyond helium-3, the Moon also contains other valuable resources, including rare metals such as gold, platinum, and essential elements for high-tech industries, such as titanium and cobalt. These metals play a critical role in manufacturing electronic components, spacecraft materials, and other advanced technologies. Mining these resources from the Moon could help reduce dependence on Earth's natural resources and potentially establish a new extraterrestrial mining industry, contributing to the global economy. However, extracting resources from the Moon is not a simple task. It requires the development of space mining technologies, efficient transportation of resources back to Earth, and processing them in a microgravity environment. Research on extraterrestrial resource extraction is currently underway and could pave the way for a new era of space industry. Terraforming the Moon would be one of the most ambitious scientific and technological projects humanity has ever undertaken, marking a new era in space exploration and research. The process of terraforming would not only enable long-term human habitation on the Moon but also drive advancements in space-related technologies. Studying the Moon's environment and developing terraforming technologies would accelerate progress in fields such as materials science, energy technology, robotics, and automation. Furthermore, lunar terraforming would create a foundation for space science research, helping us better understand the history and formation of celestial bodies in the solar system, as well as the possibilities of extraterrestrial life. The Moon's harsh and lifeless environment serves as a natural laboratory to study factors such as radiation, the effects of low gravity, and other space conditions on living organisms. These studies could better prepare us for future exploration and settlement on other planets, such as Mars or exoplanets beyond our solar system. Furthermore, the technologies developed to support the terraforming of the Moon will have far-reaching impacts on various fields on Earth. For example, advancements in solar energy, resource management, and self-sustaining life support systems could be applied to address urgent issues on Earth, such as climate change, resource and energy management, and the development of sustainable communities. Terraforming the Moon is an ambitious project, but it offers tremendous benefits not only for humanity but also for the advancement of science and technology. Transforming the Moon into a refuge for humans in catastrophic scenarios. Extracting valuable resources like helium-3 and rare metals. And driving progress in scientific and technological fields will open up a promising future. However, to realize this vision, we need continuous technological development, international cooperation, and a long-term vision for life in space. Although terraforming the Moon promises significant benefits for humanity, it also raises many consequences and ethical concerns that must be carefully considered. Altering the Moon's structure could have long-term effects on Earth, and questions about ownership and governance of the Moon have become contentious issues among nations and organizations. Below are some of the major consequences and ethical issues we must face when deciding to terraform the Moon. The Moon is not just a lifeless celestial body, it plays a crucial role in maintaining Earth's stability. First, the Moon helps stabilize Earth's axial tilt. Without the Moon, Earth's tilt could change over time, leading to significant climate fluctuations that might affect life on the planet. Any change in the Moon's mass or structure could have unpredictable consequences for this stability. The Moon also drives the tides, an essential factor in biological cycles and the development of many coastal ecosystems on Earth. Tides influence not only marine life but also various biological processes in humans and global ecosystems. If the Moon's structure or position were altered, tidal patterns would change, potentially causing severe disruptions to coastal ecosystems, impacting biological resources, and affecting aquaculture industries. One of the most noticeable effects of terraforming the Moon could be changes in its orbit. Any alterations to the Moon's orbit would affect the distance between the Moon and Earth, potentially leading to increased or decreased tidal forces, changes in the day-night cycle, and even disruptions to climate stability. These orbital changes could have serious environmental consequences, affecting all living organisms on the planet. Beyond environmental impacts, one of the most significant ethical concerns regarding the terraforming of the Moon is the issue of ownership and governance. Who has the right to decide and control activities on the Moon? This is an extremely complex question in the current geopolitical landscape, where nations and private companies are competing to explore and exploit space resources. Currently, under international agreements such as the Outer Space Treaty, 1967, the Moon and other celestial bodies are not subject to ownership by any nation and must be used for the benefit of all humanity. However, with the rapid development of private companies and spacefaring nations such as the United States, China, and Russia, disputes over ownership and resource exploitation on the Moon have become increasingly complex. The fact that private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are planning lunar resource extraction highlights that ownership issues are not just national concerns but also global economic matters. The issue of ownership extends beyond who owns the Moon's resources to include who has the authority to make decisions that could impact life on the Moon. Terraforming the Moon will require close coordination between nations and international organizations. However, the question of whether a country or a private company can freely exploit and alter the Moon according to its own interests remains unanswered. Additionally, if a nation or organization were to gain control over the Moon, would they have the authority to decide on actions affecting its ecology, environment, and potential life? This raises an ethical dilemma. Can we create habitable conditions on the Moon without harming Earth and future generations? The terraforming of the Moon also introduces ethical concerns related to life and the environment. We must carefully consider whether it is appropriate to establish a livable environment on the Moon, potentially including the introduction of Earth-based organisms to sustain life. Could bringing animals and plants to the Moon lead to unforeseen ecological changes that impact their survival? Moreover, altering the Moon's natural environment may result in irreversible consequences for its ecosystem. We may not fully understand all the factors contributing to the Moon's natural balance. And once changes are made, the repercussions could be irreversible. As humanity deepens its interventions in space environments, the question of our responsibility and ethics in protecting the cosmos becomes increasingly significant. The consequences and ethical challenges of moon terraforming are highly complex and cannot be resolved with simple technical solutions. Modifying the moon's structure could have profound effects on Earth and life as we know it. Additionally, ownership and resource management remain contentious issues among nations and organizations. It is crucial that as we advance space technology and research, we approach these matters with caution and responsibility, ensuring that our decisions and actions not only benefit humanity but also protect Earth's equilibrium and biodiversity. Moon terraforming, once a concept confined to science fiction, is gradually becoming a serious topic in space research. Despite the numerous challenges and issues that need to be addressed, rapid advancements in science and technology, especially in space exploration, suggest that nothing is impossible. Establishing research bases, extracting lunar resources, and even modifying the moon's environment for long-term human habitation are no longer far-fetched dreams. The vision of a green moon may one day become reality. Though much work remains to be done, scientific and technological progress in recent decades has paved the way for ambitious projects like moon terraforming. Private space companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Rocket Lab are developing spacecraft capable of transporting humans and cargo to the moon. Meanwhile, countries like the United States, China, and Russia are expanding their space exploration programs, not just to explore the moon but also to harness its resources. One of the key factors making moon terraforming feasible is the breakthrough in rocket technology and space transportation systems. More powerful, cost-effective, and efficient rockets are making material and human transport to space increasingly viable and economically reasonable. The advent of reusable rockets, such as SpaceX's Falcon 9, has significantly lowered the cost of space travel while opening new possibilities for establishing permanent lunar facilities. Furthermore, rapid advancements in fields such as robotics, automation, and artificial intelligence (AI) play a crucial role in developing self-sustaining systems and automating lunar environmental transformation. Robots can construct lunar bases without human intervention, reducing costs and risks. The progress of 3D printing technology, particularly space-based 3D printing, offers the potential to manufacture structures from local materials such as lunar rock and soil, minimizing the need to transport supplies from Earth. Although moon terraforming remains an ambitious goal, the first steps have already been taken. National space agencies and private companies have conducted numerous lunar exploration missions, laying the groundwork for long-term projects. The future of a habitable moon is no longer just a fantasy, it is becoming an achievable vision. The United States, through NASA, has launched missions under the Artemis program, aiming to return humans to the moon in the 2020s and establish long-term research bases on its surface. The Artemis program not only focuses on sending humans to the moon but also on studying how to sustain life in its harsh environment, including generating energy, supplying water, and maintaining life support systems. These studies will lay a solid foundation for future lunar terraforming efforts. Beyond the US, China has also carried out several successful missions through its lunar exploration program, with achievements such as the Chang'e 4 mission, the first landing on the far side of the moon, and Chang'e 5, which collected lunar soil samples. China is proving itself to be one of the leading nations in space exploration. China has planned further missions with the goal of building a permanent research station on the moon within the next few decades. In addition to government-led programs, private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are taking their first steps toward lunar resource exploitation. SpaceX, with its Starship rocket, is developing a spacecraft capable of transporting large cargo loads to the moon and other planets within the solar system. This opens up the possibility of extracting valuable resources from the moon, such as helium-3 and rare metals, to meet humanity's future needs. Although the first steps have been taken, lunar terraforming still faces immense challenges. Issues such as the lack of an atmosphere, radiation exposure, extreme temperatures, and water scarcity will require the development of advanced technologies and innovative solutions. Some existing technologies, such as artificial atmosphere generation or renewable energy systems like solar power, could help address some of these challenges. However, extensive research and testing are still needed to ensure their effectiveness in space environments. Despite the challenges, the opportunities presented by lunar terraforming are enormous. If successful, transforming the Moon could enable humans to expand beyond Earth, establish extraterrestrial settlements, and usher in a new era of space exploration. Additionally, extracting resources from the Moon could help address Earth's resource shortages, boosting the global economy and providing a sustainable foundation for future generations. With rapid advancements in science and technology and increasing collaboration between nations and private companies, the dream of lunar terraforming could become a reality in the near future. While many challenges remain, human perseverance and innovation will unlock new opportunities not only in space exploration but also across various technological fields. The Moon could become an integral part of humanity's future, expanding our ability to live, conduct research, and harness resources in space, marking a new era for civilization. Lunar terraforming is one of humanity's greatest ambitions, symbolizing our desire to explore and conquer the universe. However, to turn this dream into reality, we must overcome numerous technical, economic, and ethical barriers. What do you think about transforming the Moon into a habitable place? Is it the right step forward, or just an unattainable dream? Share your thoughts.